Today, the heart of India's national capital, Delhi, is witnessing something extraordinary. At the historic Red Fort grounds, lakhs of Vanvasis from across Bharat have gathered for what is being called the Janjati Sanskritik Samagam, celebrating Janjati identity, traditions, faith, music, and civilizational heritage. But this is not merely a cultural event. Behind this grand gathering lies an organization called Janjati Suraksha Manch and a larger social and ideological movement that has been active for nearly 2 decades now. So, what exactly is this event? Why has it been organized? What message are the organizers trying to give? And what is Janjati Suraksha Manch? Let us understand the entire story. From the forest of Bastar to the hills of the northeast, from the tribal belts of Jharkhand to the interiors of Gujarat and Odisha, India's tribal communities have preserved some of the oldest living traditions of this civilization. The organizers of this event say that the tribal society represents the living continuity of Bharat's ancient cultural ethos. While urban India modernized rapidly, Janajatis continued protecting local traditions, folk knowledge, customs, languages, festivals, and the spiritual practices that have existed for centuries. This belief forms the foundation of today's Janjati Sanskritik Samagum. This event is being organized on the occasion of the 150th birth anniversary of Bhagwan Birsa Munda, one of the most revered tribal freedom fighters and icons of resistance against British rule. For many Janjatis, Birsa Munda is not just a historical figure but a symbol of self-respect, identity, and cultural awakening. The organizers repeatedly refer to him as the Dharti Aba, the father of the earth. Today's gathering at the Red Fort is being projected as a tribute to this legacy. Representatives from more than 500 Janjatis and over 1.5 lakh participants are expected to take part in this cultural congregation. Special trains have brought participants from different states. Men and women in traditional attire carrying drums and musical instruments are participating in cultural processions across Delhi before converging at the main venue. The idea is not simply to hold a festival but to create a national cultural experience, an opportunity for mainstream society to directly witness the diversity and richness of this civilization. The Vanvasis have not only preserved Indian culture over the centuries but have also strengthened it through diversity. Tribal societies are a living example of harmonious coexistence with nature, community-based living, and spiritual traditions rooted in the land. But alongside culture and celebration, there is also a deeper ideological message attached to this gathering. The event is being organized by Janjati Suraksha Manch, an organization formed in the year 2006 in Raipur by representatives of multiple Janajatis from different states. It was created to protect what it calls the constitutional rights and identity of the Janajatis and Vanvasis. One of the central issues around which the organization has mobilized is a debate over scheduled tribe reservations and religious conversions. Constitutional protections for scheduled tribes were originally created for communities possessing distinct cultural and social characteristics such as geographical isolation, traditional lifestyles, unique language and customs, and social and economic backwardness. People who convert away from traditional tribal faith systems but continue availing scheduled tribe benefits create injustice for original Janajatis. This issue has remained one of the primary campaigns of Janjati Suraksha Manch for years. The organization traces much of this movement back through tribal leader Sri Kartik Oraon. Kartik Oraon raised these concerns decades ago and even submitted memorandums supported by hundreds of members of parliament demanding constitutional amendments related to tribal reservation benefits after conversion. Over the years, Janjati Suraksha Manch have conducted awareness campaigns, signature drives, conferences, demonstrations, and public mobilization programs across multiple states. Today's event in Delhi appears to be the largest public expression of that larger movement. The organizers also emphasize that tribal society has often been misunderstood. Colonial narrative portrays tribal communities merely as rebels, outlaws, or backward groups, while ignoring their cultural, spiritual, and civilizational contribution. They argue that a gap still even exists in the public image as the lived reality of tribal communities, and this event is an attempt to bridge that particular gap. That is why today's Samagam includes not just speeches and meetings, but traditional dances, folk songs, indigenous instruments, tribal attire, exhibitions, women's participation, youth participation, and public interaction. The organizers specially highlighted the large presence of tribal women and youth calling them symbols of continuity, energy, and cultural strength. Preparation for the event have also been massive. More than 20 committees were formed in Delhi to manage accommodation, transportation, food, drinking water, medical support, and cleanliness to the participants arriving from across the country. For Delhi itself, this event becomes an opportunity to witness the diversity of Bharat in one place, from northeast to central India, from the forests of Chhattisgarh to the interiors of Gujarat. At a time when conversations around identity, culture, tribal rights, and social representation are becoming increasingly important in India, today's Janjati Sanskritik Samagam has emerged as a major movement of cultural assertion and visibility. It is a reminder that India's Janajatis are not isolated fragments outside the national story but an integral part of Bharat's civilizational journey.